Hey everyone, welcome to Play All Day, where we usually specialize in role play, but today I'm talking about Brookhaven challenges. Of course, Brookhaven is a role play game with tons of role play features, but sometimes maybe you want to do something a little different. If so, challenges are a great way to have role play fun in Brookhaven. We did our very first challenge 3 years ago and had so much fun. We've made up and participated in lots of different challenges since. So let us introduce our top 10 Brookhaven challenges. At number 10, we have the Get 5 challenge. This is where you have to get 5 people to accept whatever job you're doing, whether you're a delivery person, giving them a package, or pizza delivery, giving them a pizza, or flowers, or if you're a crossing guard and you need to get 5 people to stop at the crosswalk. Whatever job you choose, you're getting 5 people to accept and go along with whatever you're doing. We've done this a few times. We had some viewer challenges way back a long time ago where viewers gave us a challenge to get 5 people to follow us to the school and to deliver 5 pizzas, and we had to get 5 people to stop as crossing guards. There's many options for this challenge. Those are just some of the things that we did. I think the pros of this challenge are that it's really easy to do and it allows you to use some of the role play features like jobs or items, and it has the unknown element of the interaction with other players, which is always interesting. The only negative I can think of is that there's definitely the opportunity for people to be rude if they don't accept what you're doing, but you know what? That's their problem. Why are they in a public server if they don't want to deal with the public? At number 9, we have the Tent Tunnel Challenge. So this is when you get as many people as you can to get one of the tents and line them up to make one big tent tunnel. It's gonna look pretty cool when you get the line of tents going, and then you can party in your amazing tent tunnel. The problems with this, number 1, you're gonna have to make sure you have a lot of space because the tents can take up a lot of space depending on how many you get, how long the line's gonna be. When we did this challenge, we did it right in front of spawn, partly for the space and partly so people coming into the game would see us and possibly join. The other negative is it relies on finding a lot of people to participate, and depending on the server you're in and the disposition of the people, that could be difficult. We've done this challenge one time, and I think we might have tried it another time, but obviously it's not easy to get a lot of people to participate in what you're doing, even if it's something as cool as making a giant tent tunnel. At number 8, we have the Adopt Me Challenge. We did this one time and one time only, though I would love to do it again. You can do this alone or with people. The 3 of us did it together, which is how we like to do most of our challenge. So what you do is you dress up in the most ridiculous look you can find and see if you can get a random player to adopt you. If you play this with a friend, or even better, multiple friends, you see who can get adopted first, and then whoever gets adopted last or doesn't get adopted at all can have some sort of penalty. In our case, the loser had to keep their ridiculous look for an entire week. And I'm not going to tell you who lost. You can go watch the video to see. But also, if you see any of our videos in the following week after we did the challenge, you'll see the loser did, in fact, keep that ridiculous look. So fun. Number 7 is the First Responders Challenge. You have to do the 3 first responder jobs, which would be police, maybe ambulance or some sort of hospital worker, and firefighter. You're gonna just cycle through the jobs one at a time, and as police, you gotta make one legitimate arrest, meaning arrest someone and successfully transport them into the jail cell. As the ambulance driver or medical professional, you have to treat one patient, and as a firefighter, obviously, you're gonna put out one fire. I did this challenge once, and I did it all by myself, and it was actually pretty fun, but I guess the only negative for this one can be that it can be a lot of waiting around, waiting for somebody's house to catch on fire, waiting for someone to be role-playing that they have some sort of medical emergency, and just hope that somebody commits some sort of crime and cooperates with the police. I don't think it was too bad for me. I think it went pretty well, but you never know what's going to happen in any server at any given time. But it's a fun way to use the jobs in a different, interesting way. The challenge at number 6 on our list is the lawnmower challenge. This one was suggested to us by Wolfpack. Yes, the Wolfpack back in early 2021. It's similar to the tent tunnel challenge, but slightly more active. What you do is get a lawnmower, get a bunch of other people, as many as you can, to also get lawnmowers. As you know, you can sit on the front of the lawnmower, so you're gonna make a chain of lawnmowers. The positives are that it can be funny when you get the little glitches in your line, and that's also kind of the negative because it relies on getting a lot of people to do it and then for those people to do it right. Because if you have one person who's not fully invested in doing the challenge, they can really screw it up and it can be extremely frustrating. I know the first time we did it, it was very successful. We had, I want to say, 14 lawnmowers. And we have tried it again and gotten close, but any other time we've tried it, it's kind of just been a complete disaster. So the real challenge is getting it done at all. At number 5, we have rob all safes in the server. It is exactly how it sounds. Go into a server, check and see if there are a bunch of houses there. And if there are, this is the server you need to be in. You're gonna rob every single safe in the whole server. Back when we first did this one, banning worked a little differently. The ban box was a lot easier to get through, but they did a revamp of that feature a while back. So now this challenge is even more challenging because if you get banned from a house, it's pretty much hopeless. It didn't used to be that way, but now it just makes it even more interesting. So don't get caught. You got to find your way in and hopefully know where the safe is. That's going to be a negative in my opinion because some of the safes are hidden and in secret places and I don't have time for that. So it's probably a good idea to study up on all the safe locations before you try this challenge. Also, it's a good idea to establish some rules ahead of time as to whether you allow teleporting or if you have to exit the house the way you came in. I think when we did it, you could not teleport out. So that definitely does make it harder, but you do it your way, make the rules the way you want them, whatever difficulty level you want it to be. Number 4 is the conversion challenges. This is kind of broad. So a conversion challenge is when you try to get a bunch of people, as many as you can, to join a particular group or gang or whatever you've got going. We've done this as Grim Reapers, where we tried to reap everybody in the server and get them to become Reapers with us. We've been angels, twins, we've been old people, tigers, fish, Easter bunnies. We've done all kinds of things. You just create a look, go around, and try to convince people to join and do what you're doing. A lot of times, people are going to probably not so politely decline, which is what makes this one of the hardest challenges on the list. But if you do get something going, it is a lot of fun. Some of our favorite, funniest memories are from conversion challenges. And I guess the negative is if you can't get anyone to join, you're just a player in a fish costume. Number 3 is Crime Busters. This is probably one of my favorite challenges that I've done over the past few years. All you do is try to catch people committing crimes. You need to catch somebody robbing your house safe, stealing your car, and robbing the bank vault. When I did this challenge, I did a variation on this. It was near Christmas, so I dressed up as Santa Claus and I had a sign that said, "Boo, you're on the naughty list now." When it's not Christmas, you can maybe be a policeman and jump out and catch people. What's fun about this challenge is that you can kind of get creative with how you go about doing it. If you watch my Crime Busters video, You can see the strategy I had in catching someone robbing my safe and getting someone to steal my car. And the bank vault, though, is probably what's most fun. So watch it, try it yourself. It is a really fun way to spend some time in Brookhaven. Number 2 is the heist challenge, and this is exactly opposite of Crime Busters. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go in and rob a safe, or however many safes you want to set as your goal. You're gonna steal a car or multiple cars. You're gonna rob the bank. And now, since we did this challenge, there's a couple other places you can rob in town. You can rob the food mart, you can rob the grocery store. So you could really build this challenge to work in all of that. But the main goal is to be a criminal and do this little checklist of robberies in Brookhaven. We've done versions of this 3 times that I can recall. In our holiday heist video, in Bad Boys Fraternity video, and our Good Girls Sorority video. Bad Boys Fraternity and Good Girls Sorority had the added element of a time limit, but this challenge can be done in so many different ways. You can really just make up your own rules. And I love it because it pulls elements from a lot of different other challenges. And I find it to be a little bit more fun than Crime Busters because actually committing the crimes just adds a little bit more fun to it, but not in real life. Don't do it in real life. And now for the number 1 challenge in Brookhaven, it's get banned from every house. We've done this one probably more times than any other challenge. 4 times, 3 times on Play All Day so far, and once with Life with Lily YouTube channel. We try to do it yearly, so we will be doing it again this January. It's exactly how it sounds. You go from house to house and try to get the person who owns the house to ban you until you're banned from every house in the whole server. Very important rule though. You cannot ask to be banned. You just have to be weird or annoying enough to get them to ban you. And it is a great way to pass time. Anytime we've done this challenge, it's run about 40-45 minutes. So you can definitely pass some time doing this challenge. The negative on this one for me is that it is slightly trolly, and I do not like trolling. But really, the homeowner in this situation has the ultimate power to ban you, which is what you want too, so it's a win-win. This was the very first Brookhaven challenge we ever did, so it will probably always be our favorite. So there you have it, our top 10 Brookhaven challenges. Do you dare to try any of these challenges? If so, don't waste any time. Get into Brookhaven right away and do one. Definitely let us know about your experience with any of the challenges you do. And if you do one of the challenges, we will put your video on our special viewer submissions playlist. So have fun, and we will see you in Brookhaven.